Welcome to the Sunset Archon channel, where we aspire to game from night to first light. And today we are playing more Tales of Grace's F Remastered. Still no news on Dragon Quest, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, or Legend Z to A. And we got 21 days estimated until Genshin Impact version 5.4 maintenance, 59 days until Atelier Yumiya. And once again, there are a few other games that I would like to add to the timers, but I've been having a few issues with actually adding new cards lately, so until I can actually fix that, we are stuck with what we currently have. But we got 60 days until all that's left are Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Legend Z to A on this list. So, previously, we had gone through the childhood arc, and that ended with a lot of violence and a horrible monster that we had no chance of defeating. But now, 7 years have passed, and it's time for us to begin the adulthood arc. So, without further ado, let us get started. Good to see you here, Glitchy. Ah, yes, and I would have streamed earlier today, but had to spend time, digging myself out of the mountain of snow around my house. Thankfully, I was able to salt last night before all this madness happened, so I wasn't scraping ice off the pavement. That's probably the one saving grace of why my arms don't hurt at this point. Yes. And that's the thing. The snow, the amount was still pretty sizable, but it wasn't just a heavy chunk all over. It was the kind that just blows right through the wind, so most of it wasn't even on my lawn at that point you could still see the grass, but it was still a lot. Thankfully, it was the kind that just lightly glistens in the sun, not the kind that has slightly melted, then refrozen into a mirror that literally blinds you the moment you go outside. Those of you who have to live with snow yearly, you know what I'm talking about. So without further ado, let us get started. Yes, exactly. My eyes.
I think the mission went well, but how are you feeling?
I feel great, sir. In fact, I'd like to take the lead until we return to the academy.
It's good to see such motivation, but before you can lead, you'll need this map.
Thank you, Captain Malik.
The road leads straight there, so I doubt you'll get lost, but it's good to have just in case. Now be aware of yourself, and don't let your guard down until we reach Verona. The monsters on this road have been fierce lately.
Yes, sir.
Alright, world map. The world map shows all kinds of info, including shops, discoveries, and requests in various towns. Make sure to look into the requests, as many of them offer valuable rewards. Press the R3 button to bring up the world map at any time. So right now all we got is Verona, Port to Verona, and Lund. Now, one of my points of contention with Tales of Grace's F is this map. Specifically, it's the same as your mini-map. It doesn't really give you much detail, so you actually have to look at your surroundings to make sure you're getting everything you want to get. Those tiny sparkles in the grass, which actually give you a random item. A chest on a distant road, just a dirt path. You have to watch out for everything. Now, I say that, but there is a feature of this map that comes much later in the game that I actually enjoy. And I'm going to look forward to talking about that when we finally reach it.
This won't take long.
But that's a few streams into the future.
Great Great work, Captain.
You're not doing so bad there yourself, Asbel.
All about attributes. Attributes are attack characteristics associated with particular arts. The Beast attribute, for example, increases damage to Beast-type monsters, while the Slash attribute is effective against enemies weak to Slash attacks. So yeah, attributes don't necessarily mean that is what they are. More like it's a mix of what an enemy is or what it specializes in. So it's quite possible for it to be a Beast attribute monster, that's a beast, that specializes in slashing attacks, which results in the Slash attribute. It's confusing when you first think about it, but still fascinating. And we got some pork. Don't you just love it when you find mystery meat in a chest? As I said, a lot to this combat system that just keeps you coming back because, like TTYD, you learn something new every time you play. And that is the kind of gameplay that fuels me. Pork cutlet bowl.
Stay sharp, even against giants.
The number of places you actually... I'm sorry, wait, what?
This is what happens when you misjudge your foe.
Hold up. Was Petrify always an attribute? I do not recall. Certainly don't recall Malik ever petrifying an enemy this early in the game. Well, that's another reason for me to fire out the PS3 version again. Tea leaves.
This area hasn't changed much either.
If you don't mind me asking, Captain, who are those knights back in Orlin?
Former students.
I can tell they really trust and admire you. Forgive me for asking, sir, but why did you become an instructor? Surely you'd see more action if you served in the field.
The other knights were more capable.
But Captain, you're an exceptional knight. I can't imagine anyone being better than you.
Flattery will get you everywhere, Asbel. But let's just say the others have a certain something I don't.
I wonder if I have that certain something to become a knight.
Okay, so yeah. Whether it's chests or just along the side of the road. Wooden chunk. Sometimes the items you pick up on the side of the road make sense. Other times, you question what in the world is this thing doing here?
Did we get carried away?
And why is it in such good shape? You fight boars, you get pork. Perfectly reasonable. However, if you're in, say, a wasteland, and you suddenly find grapes, you're gonna have some questions. Okay, pasta. Pasta in a chest makes sense. Dry pasta, anyway. A form of preserved food.
Let's rest here for a bit.
Yes, sir.
Seeing country like this makes you realize just how blessed Windor truly is. Remind me, Asbel, when did you enter the Knight Academy?
It's been almost 7 years now, sir.
It all passes so quickly.
It's been my honor to learn from you during this time, Captain.
You're the son of a lord, yes? Will you ever return home and reclaim the family name?
Well,
I ask because I'm ready to recommend you as a full-fledged knight.
really?
In truth, my word is a mere formality. If the life of a knight is your wish, your acceptance is almost certain. You're young yet and still lack experience, but this mission has convinced me that you're ready enough to take the next step.
Thank you, sir.
But this is not a decision to be made in haste, Asbel. Perhaps you should consult with your parents first.
That won't be necessary, Captain. I am prepared to devote my life to the Knights.
Very well, if that is your wish.
It is, sir. Finally, my lifelong dream is about to come true.
When we get back, we'll make a little detour to mark the occasion. I assume you're familiar with tactics, right?
It's your favorite pub, sir.
Even a knight needs to unwind now and again. Wouldn't you agree?
Thank you, Captain.
And yes, when you fight wolves, you get chicken. That kind of thing makes you question stuff. Ah, here it is. The library menu is where you can view an assortment of gameplay records and collection data. Use the triangle and square buttons to switch between the various books. The Collector's Book. The Collector's Book shows the details of all the items that you have acquired. The Discovery Book shows all of the discovery points you've located, special objects and locations of interest, often where certain items and materials can be gathered. If you gather an item from a location and wait a while, you might be able to collect it again if you return. Only certain items aren't that economic to just stand there and wait for it to respawn. The Enemy Book gives you the skinny on all the enemies you've encountered. In addition to stats, it also contains information on the attributes they're weak against, and on the items they sometimes drop. Yeah, so for whatever reason, for a wolf, you got a 24% chance of dropping fur, which is reasonable. A 12% chance of dropping chicken. Questionable. I guess in the grand scheme of things, you could state that the wolves in the Orland Woods are hunting the axbeak, a form of poultry, and when you fight them, there's quite a bit of a chance that you are fighting them as they are trying to protect their steak and their meal. Yeah, and also there's the possibility of stealable items. And then we got the Nova Wolf. Normal Wolf? Nova Wolf. Wolf Pup. So yeah, this is what they might be getting chicken from. Or they could just be stealing chickens from farms. Who knows? Who knows at this point? We also got feathers from the axbeak and 12% chance of getting eggs. Now this makes sense. Yet, for some reason, for an eagle, you got a 24% chance of dropping fur. And a 24% chance of stealing the feathers. Chipped claw. Saffron and ring. Now this is a boss from the childhood arc. You get a hairpin from Bryce. Just mug him for it. The giant bees get the poison needles. Combine that with the nameless seeds and you get poison fruit. Why is that the one dualizing recipe I remember off the top of my head? Now, the peepit is basically a chick, and this is the other thing the wolves could possibly be hunting. Now, the feathers make sense. Low drop rate for feathers since they are not fully grown. So it's kind of hard to be able to pick those feathers. But why is a peepit, like a baby chick, giving me eggs? Forest goblins. Alright. This right here makes sense. Rusty nails. Kind of trying to make weapons, I suppose. But the part that makes sense is stealing pork from it. Stealing pork from a forest goblin makes sense, not just normally dropping it. If we were stealing chicken from that wolf, that would make much more sense. So this has just been a quick dive into the enemy book.
I must say, Windor is such a beautiful country.
But unfortunately, the wars never end.
Where did that come from?
When I was young and naive, I came here with a group of very close friends. One of them stood right here and told me all about how he wanted to create a world without conflict.
Huh.
Back then, I was just a kid with my head in the clouds. At that moment, I believed I actually had the power to make his dream come true.
That's what everyone thinks when they're young.
But something happened soon afterward. Something that made me realize what a pathetic child I actually was.
I see. And I assume that's when you decided to enlist in the Knight Academy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's something to take note of right there. It seemed like the skit just cut off a little bit too early.
It won't take long.
Which is interesting.
It will take more than that to stand in our way.
Nope, when the skits happen, I just put the controller down to make sure nothing else happens, because I want to be able to fully evaluate each piece, which is why I'm not trying to skip anything.
Won't take long.
And this is a chirpy. Alright, this one has a higher drop rate for feathers. Still not... Makes you wonder why you're stealing eggs from it, but at least it's part of the overall theme.
Did we get carried away?
Alright, there's another chest.
Stay sharp, even against chumps.
We won't fail.
Alright. First Elith burst of the run. Although it wasn't that long.
Stay sharp, even against chumps. I'm not done yet.
Alright, more water of absolution. That's right, stay sharp, even against chumps. And another thing about the map, it doesn't show up while in towns. which is really sad. I have the sword, but the sword is still there. Alright, mix core dust and a nameless seed to get a glow fruit. A mysterious fruit that shines at night. Mix fur with a wood chunk to create tanned leather. No idea how, don't question dualizing. We already have a hairpin. Mix the feather with the rusty nail to get the fly lure. Glow fruit, poison fruit. Wood chunk and chip claw for a fishing rod. This is all just to unlock new items in the item book right now. Grilled chicken bowl. Now with the dualizing system, you really got to appreciate how much work they put into the artwork for every single item. We got chicken, pork, beef. It's not all just the same icon. Just makes you really appreciate it. Mix pork and pasta to get yakisoba noodles. It's like that website where you'd connect any two words together and the AI would come up with a fusion of both. Yeah. Those were the days. Those were the days when AI was still developing and wasn't just outright infuriating. Alright, beef bowl. And just like that, we're out of rice. Alright, we're gonna mix an egg with pasta for pasta carbonara. Yes, you are right, which is why I put raw meat into my Elith mixer, so I can mass produce that, because we need, I'm pretty sure we need two things. We definitely need the raw meat, or the beef, and we also need onions, which we do not have yet. We need both of those to make minced meat, I believe. Then, we need to be able to make bread to create the hamburger. Then, we combine the hamburger with cheese to make the cheeseburger. Then we make another hamburger and combine the hamburger and the cheeseburger to create the double cheeseburger. I really hope I am remembering that recipe right. Now we have the grilled chicken bowl and an egg. Mix it together to make a chicken and egg bowl. Which came first? Which came first, the egg or the grilled chicken bowl? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Stamp card. I do not remember where the stamp cards come from, but I definitely need one of those to increase the number of things I can find in this store. I can't even use these. Okay. Yes, because the higher rank of stamp that I get on that stamp card, the more items will show up in the shops. There's a stamp card for each and every town. And by filling out that stamp card, I'll be able to get more food ingredients too. At that point, I'll actually be able to purchase onions. I'll be able to purchase beef. Just make it easy. Oh, right. Gotta head to tactics. This is new.
A toast in honor of Asbel Lunt's promotion and the start of a long and glorious career. May the wind guide our blades.
May the wind guide our blades. Thank you, Captain. I hope to continue training under you even after I become a knight.
Relax, Asbel. This is a celebration. Let tomorrow take care of itself.
Being a knight is all I ever wanted. I need it, Captain. I need to be strong.
Nothing good can come from haste, Asbel.
When I left home, I swore to become strong. I swore I would never again fail to protect someone. So when I'm not training or fighting, I feel like I'm wasting time.
Seeking the strength to help others, eh? It's a noble goal, and if becoming a knight helps you achieve it, then so much the better. But there are some things even a knight cannot protect. You would do well to remember that.
Understood, sir.
All right, enough wool gathering. This is your celebration, so eat up.
Yes, sir. Whew. Thanks for the meal, Captain, but I can't eat another bite.
Good. Now maybe next time we'll celebrate your entry into adulthood with my favorite cocktail. Come, we should return to the Knight Academy.
Royal Knight documents. Request item. Now, this is another thing that I really love about Tales of Graces F. There are subquests that you can take on throughout this world. However, you do not need to take the quest to find the item being requested. You can just find them all over the place. Just keep collecting them, and then go to submit all of the quests at once. Just give them the items. Give them the items. Give them the items. There are only a few quests that actually require you to trigger something, and then go beat a monster, and then come back and report it. This is one of the most flexible quest systems of the games that I've played. And because of that, it's not infuriating if I accidentally miss a quest, because it's just forgiving like that. Alright, view requests. Requests. Most inns contain requests for help from various townspeople. Once you have the desired items, hand them over to receive your reward. You'll also earn SP from requests, making them a great way to develop titles. Note that there is no time limit for completing quests. Truly magnificent. Now, before I turn in that other quest, I just need to make sure about my titles. Yeah, I want to finish mastering Initiate of the Sword. Okay, there we go. And yes, I want the rest of the SP to go to this title from Malik. Now, at the same time, you can also hoard these requests, hoard the items, and wait until you have everyone in your party, and just turn those requests in quick succession. Just pour it all on, and then upgrade titles for everyone all at once. But I'm doing these now because we won't be returning to Verona with everyone for quite a while. But these quests don't have voice lines. Yes, she's going to be part of the Royal Guard. Victoria. She will show up again later in the story. Oh, right, another thing. Asbel is certainly as dense as a black hole. So even if he hits the nail on the head, still not gonna mean much. Alright, Elf Mixer is at 641 out of 651. Still haven't produced a single piece of beef yet. Water of Absolution is looking good though, so I can switch that to something else. Oh. Alright. 99.9% production chance of eggs. No idea how that works, but okay.
You know, Asbel, I've been putting a lot of thought into this lately, but what is it that I can really teach you?
What's that, sir?
Some time ago, Victoria told me that you and I were different. She called us complete opposites, in fact.
I have never felt that way, sir.
Nor did I, but that didn't mean it couldn't be true. In fact, I even thought about withdrawing as your instructor.
Please know that I am deeply grateful for all that you have taught me, Captain.
Oh, so my guidance is no longer necessary, is it?
I didn't mean it like that.
Then before you cast me aside, let me ask you a question. Who will you fight for once you're a knight? Or rather, is there anyone you could fight for? Does that question make sense?
Yes, of course. I chose my answer to that question 7 years ago, and it remains the same. I would gladly give my life to protect the people dear to me.
Well said, Asbel. I see you are indeed my student.
And just like that, we got an egg from the Yellow Mixer.
Oh my goodness. Could it be that it's really you, Asbel?
No, wait. Then, Sharia. Sharia, it's you.
Yes.
I can't believe it. This is crazy. I haven't seen you in 7 years. What are you doing here? When did you arrive?
A little while ago.
You should have told me. I could have picked you up.
Didn't you get the letter?
Letter?
Your mother sent you a letter begging you to come home.
Oh. Well, I was on a mission. I haven't been here for a while. Wait a minute. Did something happen?
Lord Aston passed away.
What? You mean to tell me that my father is gone? What are you talking about? What happened?
Calm down, Asbel. You're Sharia, right? Let's talk about this inside. Please, both of you follow me. Asbel, pull yourself together, all right?
My father... dead? The border dispute between Lant and Fendel has turned desperate. Your father is having difficulty coping with the situation. Please come home before the fighting takes an even more serious turn. I had no idea things were so bad.
We waited to hear from you, but then Lord Aston perished in battle. With Lady Carey bedridden from exhaustion and grief, it fell to me to track you down. Captain Malik, I've also been entrusted with a message for the Knights. Will you hear it? Lant humbly requests the assistance of His Majesty's Royal Knights in her struggle against tyranny.
The domains of Windor hold great autonomy compared to other nations. They're independent states, in all but name. This makes it difficult for the Knights to intervene in disputes. I see the right of your cause, but things may be difficult.
My grandfather said much the same thing. It seems we can only pray the dispute does not escalate into all-out war.
I will speak with the other Knights, but I make no guarantees. This is a matter most grave, and perhaps they'll feel differently upon hearing the full story.
We are in your debt, Captain.
Asbel,
Sir?
I trust you to be the Knights' eyes and ears in this matter. Return to your home and assess the situation. We need to understand what's really happening. You'll also want to pay respects to your father and look in on Lady Carey. She needs you now more than ever. Go to her and give her what comfort you can.
Understood.
I must return to Lant as well.
Then you and Asbel should travel together. Send word if you need any assistance, and I'll let you know if I learn anything on my side as well.
All right. Oh my god. They really dumbed this down. Something. Alright, so first we're gonna find the password to this chest. Now, I know I have the passwords written down somewhere.
I don't remember seeing this statue before.
They built it 5 years ago. so you wouldn't have been around. It's actually the first headmaster of the Night Academy.
7 years. Has it really been that long?
Yeah, so, how have you been? I mean, sorry. I know you were pretty sick back then, and...
Cut it out, okay? Why don't we dispense with the small talk? We need to focus on the matters at hand.
Yeah, alright.
Okay. So yes, I have them written down somewhere, they're not within arm's reach. If I remember correctly, the clue is somewhere over here by the sanctuary. Oh. That'll be important later. We're gonna give a fish to every last... Right, it's locked. Well, crud. And they fixed the door. Wait. Was it the Sanctuary or Tactics that had the clue? Yeah, it's been that long since I've had to go hunting for clues myself. An apple gel juice. Okay, here we go. 091120. So it was Tactics. Wait. Yeah, dash is doing absolutely nothing. Whether I just press it or if I actually hold it. Okay. Oh, nah. Pain. 1, 2, 1, oh. There we go. Elixir. Alright, we can go now. Back to Port to Verona. I'll just leave it just so you can see how slow this is. Or maybe they sped it up. Just shows the ship setting sail. And once it's out of frame, move to the map and show the actual path of the ship. And then cutscene.
Once we reach land, I'll look into hiring a turtles transport. You must be exhausted after so much travel.
Thank you, but I'm fine, really.
But what about your illness?
It's gone. It disappeared 7 years ago, just after everything happened. Now I'm stronger than almost everyone I know.
7 years. Maybe Sophie is watching over us somehow. I'm glad you're better, Sharia.
Thanks. Me too.
Enhancing. Enhancing is a form of dualizing where you combine a shard with a piece of equipment that doesn't yet contain a shard. Once you do, any effects the shard has will be transferred to the equipment. If you use that gear enough in battle, it will become tempered, which raises its effectiveness. Now, the art of dualizing material, weapons, and equipment with shards, and then you merge those tempered equipments together to create gems. That is a complicated process on par with that of Tales of Zestiria's skill system. Only with qualities. The math behind qualities is still an unknown for me. And honestly, it is one that I have gone to great lengths to actually avoid looking into, because it is just that annoying. But who knows, maybe after the next few streams, this will be the year that I finally decipher it. Who knows at this point?
Won't take long. Eat this! Chill! Eat this! Win!
Ow.
Let's keep moving.
So this is what it feels like to be mortal.
This won't take long. Not yet. Strike! Eat this! Chill! Eat this!
Yes, insightful commentary from the Windor cow.
We won't fail.
Weird thing, that That cow has 2 hitboxes. The one to actually talk to it, and the other is slightly backwards to actually get milk from it. I don't know why this is, but they translated that into this remaster.
This won't take long. Eat this! Eat this! Eat this! Win! You're mine! No one can stand before my blade!
Know thy enemy. If you hold the R1 button during battle, your current target's info will be displayed, including the attributes it's weak against, otherwise known as its weak point. From there, you can press the X button to bring up even more detailed info.
Sharia, get back! You little... We will survive! Ha! Yeah! There! Okay! Draw! Next! Draw! Mow him down! Slash! We won't fail!
What was that?
What, that light from my hand? I don't know. It just started happening recently.
You're hurt.
Oh, this? It's nothing. I'm fine.
You won't be fine if it gets infected. Give it here.
What the? Sharia? You can do it too?
Yeah, it just started happening recently. The doctor thinks that incident 7 years ago might have unlocked some kind of unknown power.
An unknown power.
There, all better.
Thanks. Kinda funny to see little Sharia all grown up and healing people's wounds. Remember that time I hurt my hand and you tried to bandage it up with a big old sock? Good times.
It's been a long time, Asbel. People change. Also, I can fight for myself now. You don't have to save me from monsters anymore. Let's go.
It's all born from misunderstandings. Now, I'm pretty sure I looted this house 7 years ago. Yes, we have bread.
Hey, remember that guy at the Night Academy? Well, he gave me permission to graduate.
How wonderful for you.
Thanks.
But if I'm not mistaken, wouldn't a King's Knight have to stay in the capital?
No, because I'm still technically a student. And besides, the captain wants my report on the situation in Launt.
I see. So you'll return to the capital when the matter is settled?
Yeah, but I'll be in Launt for a while yet. I'm worried about my mother.
Then I guess we should get moving.
Sharia.
Okay, let's do this.
Eat this! There! Come!
It's time for an upgrade.
Ready? That should buy us some time at least, right? Okay, let's do this. Ready?
Let's keep moving.
All right, still didn't get hit.
This won't take long. You won't live to regret this. That was hardly worth dirtying my blade.
Wait, I'm pretty sure I got hit that time. So how'd I still get the don't get hit bonus?
Okay, let's do this. Bear this name in judgment.
No one can stand before my blade.
Alright, tempering gear. If you use equipment that has been dualized with shards, it will eventually become tempered. If it's a weapon, its attack power will be increased. If it's armor, its defense power will rise. The amount of the boost depends on the quality of the gear. Such equipment is displayed in yellow. And then it proceeds to spell yellow with blue.
This won't take long.
That should buy us some time at least, right?
A clean hit. I guess it's different from regular hits, yes. I am guarding a lot. This is a game I make sure to guard in a lot. I have died many times because I didn't guard. Granted, those were two bosses that were borderline horrors, but still. Alright, before we set foot in Lant once again, we are going to take a quick 10-minute break. So, use this time to get up, stretch, get something to eat, drink, do what you gotta do, and I will see you in 10 minutes. Okay, we are back and ready to roll.
Bailey!
Sharia, come quickly. Frederick has been captured by the Fendalian army.
Grandpa, no!
Those curs have launched a full-scale invasion of Lant. Please forgive me. I was with Frederick at the time, but was unable to protect him. When we are finished, I am prepared to accept full punishment for this failure. But first, we must attempt to rescue Frederick.
Right. Where did you last see him?
Near the main skirmish between the border fortress and Lant Hill.
All right, I'll leave at once.
I'm coming too. You too, Lord Asbel? We can't let those Fendolian brutes take Frederick. Come on, Sharia!
So yeah, it's just a border skirmish. Is what you usually think at the start of a game, but no. We get thrown into the thick of it. Alright, so right now we don't really need poison charms. But we are likely going to be purchasing a lot of them later on. Just for the sake of dualizing. You know, that's an excellent question. I don't think I've ever considered what is about to happen a boss fight, an actual boss fight. Maybe a mini-boss. But never something I would actually be worried about. Okay, so we get the stamp cards automatically. When you make a purchase at a shop, you'll sometimes get stamps on the stamp card associated with that town. For every 10 stamps you receive, the town's shops will band together and offer a special bargain item for purchase. You can also earn stamps by selling items and dualizing. And you got the stamp card case just now. Alright. Got 9 stamps just like that. Okay. And now we can purchase rice and pickled plums. Unfortunately, we can only buy 15 of them. Which I kind of find questionable, seeing as how we can have 30 of the gel items. 30 Panacea bottles, and... yeah, 30 life bottles. Alright. I consider the Bryce fight to be a boss, but that was about it, yeah. Yes. Okay, so we do have normal chickens. The mild-mannered chicken's sleepy eyes seem to be trying to speak to you. If you want to use the world map, just press the R3 button. It'll open right up, Cluck. Oh, that's right. We can see the voice of animals through the fourth wall. I forgot that was a thing. Yes, beef. Yeah, we're still missing the onion. We need onions and cheese. That's all we need.
Okay, let's do this.
I'll keep on getting stronger.
Oh no. I just wasted money. Well, I still needed to upgrade the stamp card,
Won't take long.
so I wouldn't call it an absolute waste.
Strike! There! Strike!
There you go. Strike! That should buy us some time at least, right?
Alright, I gained the Paragon title. Bench SP, yes. And I also want Bench XP, which will allow me to... which will allow a certain character to still gain HP, even if they're not the ones fighting. That's going to be important for when we have more than 4 characters.
This road hasn't changed at all in the past 7 years.
That's not true. There are lots of differences if you just take a moment to look. Maybe time just hasn't moved on for you.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I am just living in the past.
How so?
I have so many regrets about who I was 7 years ago. I've devoted my life trying to reclaim what was lost. And
Stop it. Just stop. She's dead and there's no going back.
And now you can actually see how big those bears are.
This won't take
And those are the larger ones.
That should buy us some time at least, right?
And from that fight, we got a new item, Shattered Bone.
This won't take long.
That should buy us some time at least, right?
And this just happens to be the area where I do my training at the Chaos level difficulty. Once I hit the adulthood arc, I used to just stay here for hours, cranking the difficulty up to Chaos, and then just fight everything that respawns.
No one can stand before my blade.
It was a good way for me to get SP.
I'll keep on getting stronger.
Effective attribute use. Different arts have different attributes. If your enemy is weak against an art of a certain attribute, be sure to include it in your combos. If you strike an enemy with such an attribute, your attacks will do extra damage, and it will be temporarily unable to evade. Alright, we are at level 19.
This won't take long. That was hardly worth dirtying my blade.
But yes, doing a bit of leveling is necessary for what's to come. But I feel like we'll be good now.
Won't take long. Ha, ha, there. Win. Draw. Not yet. You won't live to regret that. That was hardly worth dirtying my blade. This won't take long. Ha, yeah.
That should buy us some time at least, right?
Oh! Wonderful! My Elith mixer expanded! So now I can actually add another item. So let's see. Now the other rule is you cannot add the same item twice. So you can't just fill all your slots with beef to increase your chances. No, that's cheating. But what we're gonna do is add bread, which also has a 99.9% production chance? Huh? Pasta, egg, milk, 59.5. Dried seaweed, tea leaves. Huh. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to look into that later. But for now, at least we'll be able to farm bread easily. Farm bread. Just saying that sounds weird.
Okay, let's do this.
I keep finding myself holding the X button after the second hit, so I can use another technique that I have yet to learn.
This won't take long. Ha, yeah, win. You won't live. Draw. Gotcha. You won't live. Eat this. There. Okay. There.
That should buy us some time at least, right?
Alright, here we go. I really do wish I knew how to dash properly.
Lord Asbel, look.
We're coming, Frederick.
Okay, let's do this.
Eat this. There. Try. Draw. Not yet.
Bear this name in judgment.
Win. Eat this. No one can stand before my blade.
Frederick, are you all right?
Lord Asbel, I never dreamed to meet you here. I don't deserve your presence after what has happened.
I know about my father, Frederick. You don't need to apologize.
Lord Asbel.
Look! More Fendelian weapons!
When did Fendel get their hands on those?
I don't know, but they're laying waste to our forces.
Fendel's not messing around. The town's going to be in serious trouble if they get through. We have to stop them here.
We've attempted numerous frontal assaults, but we simply lack the men to combat them.
Then we'll have to get clever with the terrain. Maybe we could drop them off a cliff.
A cliff?
The meadow on Lawn Hill isn't far from here. I'll distract the enemy. You go ahead and lead our people to safety.
What are you going to do?
You'll see.
Yeah, we're just gonna drop him off a cliff.
Hear me, people of Fendel! I am Asbel Lant, son of Lord Aston, and knight of the Windor Kingdom. If there are any warriors among you, let them step forward and face my blade! That got their attention. Now I just have to lead them to the meadow. Sharia, go with the others. I can handle this myself.
I'll be fine.
They're coming! Sharia, go! Run for the meadow!
And here it comes. Get to the meadow before the Fendelian weapons catch you. We are running from a tank. Oh, maybe running is an exaggeration. I think our stride is actually slower than what it was before. No, they don't have the same claw arm that Bryce had.
Okay, let's do this.
It's more of a bayonet with multiple blades.
I'll keep on getting stronger.
Flash Swordsman. Alright, I want Frostbreaker. If I want Frostbreaker, this is the easiest way to get it. Alright.
Okay, let's do this.
Victory is ours.
Huh? I just got a soul orb. Once you find an attribute that your enemy is weak against, don't get lazy. Many enemies have multiple weak points, and the more of them you hit, the more damage you can do. If you manage to strike every weak point of an enemy, your CC will be completely restored. You'll even restore Elif to the mixer. Why, you ask? That's a secret. Here we go.
Behind us!
We're almost there. Yes, we did it.
Asbel, look out!
Damn it.
Oh no.
Sharia! Damn it. Not again. It's all over. I didn't protect anyone. This can't be happening. No! Huh? What? What's going on?
Is that... No way!
Sophie?
She can't fight them alone!
Come on!
Okay, let's do this! Ready?
I'll keep on getting stronger.
Excellent, we got some common metal. Things like common metal and water of absolution will help us make new weapons, stronger weapons. If I can remember what weapons I can make and how. But yeah, we got a lot of SP, a lot of XP.
It really is. Sophie.
It can't be Sophie. It's impossible. Sophie's gone. She's been dead for 7 years.
Sophie?
But is it? Has she lost her memory too? Follow me. There's something I want to show you. "7 years ago, me, Sophie, and Richard all came to this very spot and swore a pact of friendship. Look here at this tree trunk. Well, do you remember anything?"
I don't know. But just looking at this tree makes me feel somehow strange. It's like looking at something that's very precious to me. So, what does it mean?
You can't be the real Sophie. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Even still, I can hardly imagine you as anyone else. I mean, you look just like her. Wow. So what happens now? Do you want to come back to town with us?
That would be best. It's really dangerous here.
Okay, then let's hurry back. I'm starting to get worried about the others.
Yes. Let's go.
A Sopharia seed? Maybe Sophie is watching over us after all.
So, where did you come from? I don't believe it. We know a girl who looks just like you.
I don't understand what you're talking about. Who are you?
It figures.
No, I think this really is.
Sophie died 7 years ago. Face reality. Stop seeing things how you wish they were.
Sharia.
So what happened? How did this girl die?
Well, that's...
She died protecting us. She sacrificed herself because we were important to her. Because we were friends.
This won't take long.
That should buy us some time at least, right?
Alright, shards and qualities. When dualizing equipment with shards, statistical improvement is based on the qualities of the gear. Rarer qualities tend to have higher stat increases, although you can sometimes find qualities with other benefits, such as ones that'll allow you to sell the dualized piece for a higher price. Okay, so I have been collecting soul orbs, so the only thing is I'm drawing a blank at what they're for. I know I can get 99 of them. I just don't remember what I use them for.
I think that's all of them.
Alright, short order cook mastered. Alright.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, we're just missing Hubert.
No one can stand before my blade.
I don't anticipate a challenge. Over already? I don't anticipate a challenge. I think that's all of them.
Okay. With 15 units of rice in my bag, even if I collect rice from a monster, it won't go into my inventory. It'll just be discarded.
Over already?
This won't take long. You won't live to regret this. No one can stand before my blade.
Did everyone make it to safety?
Yes, we're all alive thanks to you. However, many people were wounded.
Daddy! My daddy is hurt! Don't worry. I'll help your daddy get better, okay? Where are the injured?
In the town square.
I'm going to go see if I can help.
Sharia has been a comfort to us all. She can heal people with a touch. It's almost like she's Launt's guardian angel.
What happened to Fendel's army?
They've pulled back, but they're still within Mont's borders. They've constructed an encampment just in front of the border fortress. Unless we destroy that encampment, we'll never be able to drive them out.
Do we have any intelligence on it?
Yes, I submitted a full report to your father.
Good. I'll check it out when I return home.
One more thing. Frederick and Lady Carey are waiting for you at the manor.
I understand. I'll go to them right away. "7 years. This is quite the homecoming."
Asbel?
Never mind. It's nothing. Let's go home.
Asbel!
Hi, Mom. I'm home.
Oh, I missed you so much. I'm so glad you're back. After what happened to your father, I've been so very worried.
I'm sorry I wasn't here. And I'm glad you're all right, Frederick.
I owe you a debt I can never repay, Lord Asbel.
Did I miss the funeral?
Yes, I'm sorry. We simply couldn't wait for your return. Your father fought bravely and died defending his home. I pray that is of some comfort to you.
I understand. Thank you for being there during his final hour.
You are too kind.
Asbel, please. Please don't leave us again. You must stay and rule in your father's place. We have nowhere else to turn. That's why you've come back, right?
I came back to see if you needed anything, and assess Lawn's current condition.
Asbel, you can't mean to return to Barona. Not after all that's happened.
I know what you're trying to say, but I need some time. I need time to think.
We left your room just as it was. Please feel free to use it as you like.
Thank you, Frederick. Sophie, I'm going to check out my old room. Wanna come?
Asbel.
I'm sorry, Mom. Dad, we never had a chance to understand each other. If I'd only known how bad things were here. If only I'd accepted my role as your heir. Then none of this would have happened. What am I meant to do? I've spent 7 years training for knighthood, and now I'm nearly there. I wanted to be strong so I could protect people, but I couldn't protect anyone, could I? Not even my own father. And then he died protecting his own people.
Protect. Protect everyone.
You know, it's because of you that I wanted to be strong in the first place.
Me?
I mean, sorry. I guess I think of you as Sophie, you know? This is so weird. It's like I've gone back in time. But I think I know my answer. I think I've always known it. From the very beginning. Thanks. I think you helped me figure some things out. Man, it's been a while since I've been in here. Was it always this small?
I brought you some tea, Lord Asbel.
Perfect timing, Frederick. Would you please mail this letter for me?
My lord! This is a letter of withdrawal from the Knight Academy.
I will become the next Lord of Lant. It is my duty as Aston Lant's firstborn son.
I shall inform Lady Carey immediately. She will be overjoyed.
Sure. Oh, one more thing. I've heard about a report outlining the Fendolian army's encampment.
It's waiting in the study, my lord. Shall I escort you there?
That would be perfect.
We give away 2 Shattered Bones, we get Panacea, which triggers the Panacea Bottle quest. And we receive a Paralysis Charm. Now, in order to make a pie, we need a pie sheet, which is a base ingredient, something we can't produce by dualizing. So we just gotta get lucky.
It feels weird sitting here. This is where Dad did most of his paperwork. Frederick, do you know if this report is still accurate? It claims we can pass through the seaside cavern beyond Lawn Hill and emerge near the enemy encampment. If that's true, we could use the cavern to stage a surprise attack.
Pardon me, Lord Asbel? You look at home here. Does this mean our land finally has a new lord?
It does. I know I'm young, but I'll do my best. I hope you'll help me, Bailey.
I am yours to command, my lord. Have you heard from the Royal Knights? Will they ride to our aid?
Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good. I fear we fight this battle alone.
I see.
As such, I'm considering how to deal with Fendel.
What are you planning?
We should strike. It's time we went on the offensive. We can use the seaside cavern to stage a night attack on their main camp.
Interesting. Yes, the cavern should allow us to approach the enemy undetected.
We'll split into small units and regroup near the exit. Then, when night falls, I will lead the attack. Ready the men. I want to be there tonight.
So soon?
The enemy is still recovering from today's battle. The timing is perfect. For the sake of Lant, we must not fail.
We shall begin preparations at once.
What could possibly go wrong?
I want to be a part of this fight, Asbel. I want to help drive Fendel from my home.
Sheria,
I want to go too.
Thank you. Thank you both. We'll leave as soon as preparations are complete. I want to make sure we reach the cavern before nightfall.
I'll be ready.
It's just one whirlwind after another. It should be... Here it is. Wait, what? I'm pretty sure there's a reason this book was in here. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a... I'm pretty sure this chest definitely wasn't a number password. Oh well. I'll figure out what's going on with the passwords later.
This won't take long. Ha, yeah, there.
That was hardly worth dirtying my blade.
Alright, I'm really getting used to the A arts again.
Okay, let's do this. I think that's all of them.
Got some more salmon from the bears. Jealousy.
Won't take long.
That should buy us some time at least, right?
I have no idea why that bear self-destructed. I guarded. I did not attack. Utilizing effects. Some weapons and gems have effects that add attributes to your attacks. Take advantage of the dualized system to ensure your party has attributes for any given situation.
This won't take long.
I think that's all of them.
Alright, more beef. Make a sharp right turn. Maybe not sharp.
Sophie, don't wander too far.
All right.
Why do you call her that?
I don't know. She needs a name, right?
Even though we have no idea who she really is?
Look, I'm just...
You need to come back to reality. Everything has changed since then.
You're right. It has changed. Sophie's dead. My father's dead. Hubert got adopted by some guy in Strata. Oh, and my oldest friend treats me like a total stranger and has apparently given up on smiling. Look, I know this is all my fault, okay? That's why I decided to stay.
What do you call this flower?
It's a Sopharia.
That's where we got the name Sophie.
Sophie. Asbel calls me Sophie.
Sorry, I should have asked you first.
No, it's fine. Please call me Sophie. I like this flower. It feels warm and familiar. It makes me happy to be named after it.
If you like it, why don't you grow another one? Here, take this. It's a Sopharia seed.
This will turn into a Sopharia flower?
When we get back to the manor, you can plant it in the flower bed.
All right.
The question mark has now been removed from Sophie's name. Now we dualize pudding and bread to create pudding cake. Fur and shattered bone to make monster glue. Even during these tumultuous times, it's nice to know that Turtles Mart is still in business. Yep. These guys have surprisingly good work ethic. Shattered bone and decaying fang creates a musical horn. All right. Now this is where common metal comes in. Common metal can be dualized with a lot of different crystals. There's also rare metal, which can be fused with the crystals as well. I mean, fused with other items to create crystals. For example, common metal mixed with the water of absolution can create a moist crystal. It feels juicy like a ripe fruit. Wow. Next, we mix bread with an egg to get French toast. Now, if only we had some butter and syrup, this would be perfect. Alright. And the moist crystal is up here. The fact that it's up here not grayed out means that we do have a weapon we can dualize the moist crystal with in order to create a stronger weapon. And that would be the iron sword. Just gotta mix the iron sword to create a katana. Alright, converting is a form of dualizing where you combine a specific material with a piece of equipment to make an entirely new piece of equipment. Any enhancement the original gear possessed will be partially carried over to the new piece. So, that was an iron sword +1. If you were to continuously do that again and again and again and again, Everything's okay? Anyway, do that again and again. Once you dualize it into the new weapon, it'll maintain part of those boosted stats. Okay, just give me a moment to clean that up. Okay, thankfully nothing broke. More shattered bones. Life bottles. Alright, we're gonna be fighting some messed up stuff in this cave. To the seaside cavern.
So this is the seaside cavern. I can't believe I've never been here before.
No one has seen us yet.
Good. Let's keep it that way. Now come on. We're almost to the other side.
First up, an elemental.
This won't take long. I didn't fight all those enemies for nothing.
Alright, a quarry stone. Sword drawing tips. When Asbel draws his sword, it unleashes a hidden power and activates the iron stance state. However, he's limited in the number of hits he can absorb in this state. When you see an opportunity to do so, press the X button to sheathe your sword, then draw it again to start the counter all over again.
I don't anticipate a challenge.
Now we fight slimes. Weak against armor, impact, burn, and petrify. Seriously, I don't remember petrify being an attribute. Although I do remember times when I was petrified. Petrification is one of the biggest pains to deal with in a Tales game. Alright, more tips. When Asbel sheathes his sword, he can recover some HP, depending on how many arts he's landed when his sword was drawn, and his current physical defense rating. Take advantage of the benefits of drawing, iron stance, and sheathing, HP recovery, to make the most out of each and every battle. I don't need any more apple gel.
I didn't think we'd actually have to swim through this place.
I'm all wet.
Are you cold?
If it's too much, take Sophie and head back to Lant.
Don't worry about me. I'm the one who asked to come, remember? Or were you just thinking that maybe I'm in the way? I don't know. Do you even really want me here? If not, you should just say so.
No, I didn't say that. I'm actually really happy you're here. I just don't want to push you too hard. I couldn't stand it if something happened to either of you.
Sharia, you're wet too.
I'm gonna wring out my clothes, so turn around.
Oh, right. You know, there may be other points in this cave where we have to swim underwater to keep moving forward.
Okay.
Let's make sure we don't miss anything. We'll move slowly and carefully. You okay, Sophie? And Sharia, you should be careful not to catch a cold as well.
Hey, don't stare at me like that when I'm all drenched.
Sorry.
I don't anticipate a challenge. Let's go! Ready? Over already?
Physical ailments. Poison. Your HP will diminish rapidly when you're poisoned. You can use a panacea bottle to cure what ails you, or equip a poison charm to prevent the infection in the first place. And now that I'm thinking about it, I should have purchased those poison charms when I had the chance. But I have one. It's more than enough right now. Huh? Ah, right, the gem slot. That's where you can put the charms or the gems from dualizing I mentioned before. And this is one set abomination. A starfish that sprints at you.
I don't anticipate a challenge.
That should buy us some time at least, right?
Crazy caffeinated starfish.
Okay, let's do this. Over already?
Alright, got another egg. There's gotta be a pie sheet around here somewhere.
That should buy us some time at least, right?
Okay, let's do this.
You know, I think things have been going pretty well so far. We haven't come close to death.
I didn't fight all those enemies for nothing.
I love how the enemy's eye just comically pops out when they're damaged. Yeah. Quality control. A keen eye for qualities is essential if you want to produce good gear. But don't get too hung up trying to find the strongest ones possible. There are no qualities that actually weaken gear, so dualize away until you find something that suits you. The downside is that in the original Grace's F, you can't carry over weapons. I can't say the same for this yet, because we have to beat the game to figure that out.
should buy us some time at least, right?
Alright. Quality methodology. Looking for specifics on qualities? First, you must learn how to raise the rank of a quality by dualizing. One thing you might notice is that if you dualize two 5-letter qualities, for example, it usually leads to a 6-letter quality. This is the first hint towards producing better qualities. I'm just gonna screenshot this right now so I can actually go further in depth to solving the mystery. This should certainly be interesting. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm going the right way. The tree. Glorious bioluminescence. The Glintsoul Colony.
Look, a colony of glintsoul bugs. I saw them in one of Hubert's books once.
That reminds me of when you used to come hide out at our house.
You probably don't know this, Asbel, but whenever we did that, Grandpa and Lady Carey would scold me to no end.
They did?
But Lord Aston always came to my defense. He was always looking out for me.
My father did that? Really?
That's why I was so sad when I'd heard he'd died.
Sharia.
I'm just gonna collect what's in here. I'm not gonna come back down here for Elith.
Okay, let's do this!
Eat this!
No! Call out a warning in this name! That's it?
I didn't fight all those enemies for nothing.
Alright, quality pairing. When pairing up qualities to dualize, always keep an eye out for the effects that are highlighted in yellow. When you see it, that means the effect's rank will go up. Some rare qualities might even influence more than one effect.
Okay, let's do this!
Uh-oh. During an Elith break, you can't stagger enemies, so it's better to focus on dodging. Especially if you're fighting a humanoid boss. Oh. I got the Jogger title. All right. We've made it to sunlight once again. The Death Glow Algae. And we got 3 pieces of said Death Glow Algae.
Sophie, wait! Don't touch that!
Why not?
That's a carnivorous sea plant that paralyzes its prey. It may not like people. It's dangerous. Did it bite you?
Just a little.
Let's see.
It's better.
Good.
I'm glad you were here, Sharia. Sophie, you should thank Sharia too.
Thank you, Sharia.
Oh, of course.
So yeah, just a carnivorous plant with deadly paralytics. Just chilling in here. Now, we will be coming back here. Much later. When everything just falls apart. But now... we fight yet another abomination.
Huh? What the hell?
Peace was never an option.
Battle over. Back to our track.
Yes! Defeated the ruler of all oozes in a minute or less. I don't know why, but that thing used to kill me all the time. Maybe I was playing on Chaos at the time. Asbel learned Phantom Pulse. Got Critical Hitter and Fashionista.
I wasn't expecting something like that here. We'd better be careful. I don't see the Fendelians anywhere. Let's stay here and wait for our men to arrive.
Yeah, the sheer number of weapons, the sheer number of attempts made to kill that thing, and the sheer number of failures to do so.
It's almost time. Follow me, and let's commence the attack.
And now we got these crazy starfish running around.
That monster was horrible. Do you think it was part of Fendel's defenses?
No, I don't think so. It's probably lived down here for years.
So, it would still be alive if not for us. That's kind of sad. I feel terrible now.
Maybe, but it was either us or it. And we have to save Lant.
Asbel?
There's no time for pity. I'm the only one who can protect Lant now.
Now you're pitying that slime when there were obvious signs of struggle. And you can't just say that all of those instances were unprovoked assailants, so to speak.
There's no one here. What's going on?
Lord Asbel, we've been undone!
What happened?
The enemy has staged their own sneak attack! They're advancing on the town as we speak!
What?
We must have passed each other in the night. Unless they knew about our plan all along.
Damn it! We can't stay here. We have to fall back. The town's nearly defenseless. They'll be overrun in no time.
And just like that, we're screwed. I'm still gonna loot their camp. Vestiges of war.
The Fendolian army has already left. Did they somehow catch wind of our plans?
Asbel, do we really stand a chance? Fendel's weaponry is so advanced.
I'll think of a way. I promise.
Don't you see it? We could never hope to protect Lant from such a force. Face it, we're so vastly outnumbered. We fight for a hopeless cause.
Sharia.
Never mind. We need to get moving. Lant is in danger.
Damn.
Alright. I usually forget about that chest until after I come back from Fendel, which is very long, which is very far out. But by then, I can't see that skid. So I don't really see that skid often.
That should buy us some time at least, right?
Weak point timing. If you want to be a true combo master, hit all of an enemy's weak points as quickly as possible. Once you strike one of them, you'll need to strike the next within a limited amount of time in order to keep the combo going. Alright, level 25.
I don't anticipate a challenge.
You're mine!
I got a warning in this name. Battle over. Back to our track. I don't anticipate a challenge.
That should buy us some time at least, right?
I know, fighting these enemies won't buy us time. Oh, that's not good.
I don't anticipate a challenge.
That should buy us some time at least, right?
Okay, let's do this. I got a warning in this name. Over already?
Damn! They're already here! Oh no! How did this happen?
New troops are coming in from the west!
They're not from Fendel. Wait! They're from Strata!
Men, spread out and attack! Drive the Fendelians back! Damn it! No way! Is that really Hubert out there? Hubert! I expect the best from everyone. That was bad. We did it, Hubert! Indeed. Hubert, it's really you! You came back!
Lieutenant, the enemy has been driven out!
Lieutenant? Wow, Hubert, you're really going places.
Good people of Lant, do not be afraid. The men of Strata have driven the Fendelian army from your town. If you are wondering why we have come to your aid, I can provide an answer. I am Hubert Oswell, formerly of the Lant family. I am the youngest son of Lord Aston, who tragically lost his life in your defense.
It's Master Hubert!
You've returned to us at last!
While I am now a man of Strata, I still hold my homeland in the highest regard. When I heard of your desperate plight, I was compelled to come to your aid. And I have further good news to share with you all. Strata and Windor have formed an alliance against the cruel nation of Fendel. Your fight is ours, and we shall work as one to drive our common enemy from this land forever!
Hubert, wait!
The lieutenant has many matters that demand his attention. If you desire an audience, please wait until morning.
Hubert. What's up, Sophie? Oh, I see. You're planting the Sopharia seed.
When will it bloom?
It should sprout in a few days and bloom sometime after that. And if you continue to take good care of it, you might even get to see a blossom gale.
What's that?
It happens after they bloom, if the flowers bathe in starlight for a few nights. Or so I hear. I don't really know the details. Anyway, just be patient and take good care of it. Hubert, are you done working today?
More or less.
Look at you, a lieutenant in the military at such a young age. I never thought I'd see you again. Not like this, at least. You saved us, you know. You saved Lant.
We're lucky the town wasn't damaged further.
So how long are you staying? We should catch up, you know? I could use your advice on a whole bunch of things.
I'll be here for quite a while.
Really? That's great. You can help us figure out what the enemy's going to do next. I'll feel a lot better knowing that we're working together.
The resemblance is uncanny. Her movements, her body, even her expression. She's like Sophie in every way. I will investigate this matter personally.
Whoa, hey! Wait! That won't be necessary. I'll decide what to do with her.
So, the boy who abandoned his family now thinks to be Lord.
What?
Stop it, both of you.
We have more important issues to discuss. Meet me in the study when you're ready.
I need to talk to Hubert. Are you okay here?
Good. You're here. There is an important matter that I neglected to tell the townspeople. As part of the bilateral alliance between our nations, the Strahtan military will be permanently stationed in Lant. I have been appointed military governor, and will handle all affairs of state from this point forward.
What are you talking about? I wasn't informed of this.
It was a term negotiated directly between the governments of Strata and Windor. Let me ask you something. What exactly do you hope to accomplish here? As of now, you're completely dependent upon my military. No lord can rule under such conditions.
But...
What Lant needs now is power, strength. This is something I possess. As a commander in Strata's military, I can bring peace and stability to this land. I've spent the last 7 years studying and training. I've sacrificed everything to achieve what I've become. I'm not you. I didn't forget my home and my people so I could go gallivanting around the countryside.
You don't know what I went through. You have no idea what it's like to train at the Knight Academy.
Then perhaps you'd care to show me what you've learned. Here is my proposal. If I defeat you in combat, you will leave Lant immediately. If I lose, I will recognize you as the rightful lord.
Are you nuts? I'll never agree to that.
Then run. Run like you always do. It will prove the last 7 years were about nothing more than your own pride.
Fine! Let's see if my training was just one big ego trip.
I'm glad you've accepted my proposal. But I warn you, I'm not the boy you knew 7 years ago.
Hubert!
I'm going to lose this, but I'm not going down without a fight.
Burn! Not yet! Stand to move! Not yet! Burn! Eat this! Stand to move!
Oh, this is truly messed up. I should have won by now, and yet...
Not yet! You're mine! Flare shot! Eat this! There! Die! Down for the dam! Instant balls!
Killed everyone.
That was a cheap shot.
Hubert, you've grown strong.
I told you, I'm not the boy you knew. As per our agreement, you will leave Lant. Now.
Hubert, what is this? Asbel left the Knight Academy to take your father's place as the next lord. I finally get both my sons back, and now they're at each other's throats?
Last I checked, you have only one son.
What are you saying?
I am an Oswell.
Hubert, your father was only thinking of you when...
Enough. The two of you abandoned me, and that's the truth of it.
No, please don't.
Don't worry, Lady Carey. I will not force you to leave as well.
Now that was unnecessary. Yes, it is a scripted fight where you lose to that move.
You can't come with me, Sophie. Not this time. Go find Sharia. She'll take care of you.
Hey! Quit blubbering and go!
Asbel, Hubert, how did this happen?
It's going to rain soon. Let's get inside.
I'm not weak like I used to be, Grandpa. You don't have to worry.
I always worry about you, no matter how healthy you are.
Everyone changed. It's all different now.
Such is life. You just keep changing with it until you find the right path. When times are trying, you mustn't fear to face them.
Grandpa.
Oh, young masters, why did it come to this?
So yes, all of that fighting, I dodged every last one of his attacks. Oh, now I get the Eleth Burst.
I think that's all of them.
You see how scripted that fight was? I was one hit away from an Eleth Burst and it just wouldn't let me have it. But it would let Hubert have his. Truly some messed up stuff. The road is currently closed due to increased bandit activity in the area.
I don't anticipate a challenge.
Cut in! Next dive! We won't fail!
I don't anticipate a challenge.
Well, we've hit rock bottom.
Okay, that was hardly worth dirtying my blade.
I don't anticipate a challenge.
Okay, slash! We won't live to... Victory is ours! This won't take long. Draw! Mow him down!
That was hardly worth dirtying my blade.
Frostbreaker.
This won't take long. Okay. Freeze! You won't die! Slash! Next!
That was hardly worth dirtying my blade.
So yes, I did lose fighting Hubert, but I am now confident in my use of A arts, so now I gotta start training my B arts.
Sophie, I'm okay. Really, you should go back.
I will protect you.
That brings me back. You know, this is the place where someone first said that to me. I was so irritated a girl wanted to protect me. I said that I would protect her instead, but I didn't. And now, nothing has changed. I'm completely helpless. I'm a failure. I didn't save anyone then, and I can't save them now. Sorry about earlier. That was kind of embarrassing. Do you really want to stay with me, Sophie? Okay. Then I swear to protect you. And this time, I won't fail. I feel kinda... dizzy.
Your head feels hot.
Damn it. Not now.
Asbel,
Water.
I'll go get some water. Wait here.
This hut looks a little suspicious. Shall we look inside?
No.
Sophie?
Hey, that's the girl that was with him.
You can't go in there.
Asbalant!
Keep your hands off her!
The girl is meaningless. We've come for you, Asbalant.
Who are you people?
Stop.
Stand aside, or we'll make this hard for you.
I will protect him.
Sophie, no! Who are these guys? What do they want?
Asbel, are you hurt?
I'll make it. But we need to get out of here. Let's head for the port.
And now we got dudes in masks coming after us. Yeah, I think it's time for us to check out.
I don't anticipate a challenge.
Strike! There! Okay!
Eagle dive!
We won't fail!
Alright, bestial roar. Alright, come on. No. 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 Nope. Uh-uh. Yes. Alright. Once I get Ice Dragon Flurry, then things will really take off.
Challenge. Over already?
4 seconds. Apple. Feather. Milk. Apple feather milk. Huh.
This won't take long. You won't live to regret. That was hardly worth
Apple feather sounds like a good name for a town. Alright, finally. Solar orbs. They say soul orbs can be obtained by killing a large number of the same foe. But once you get one, you'll never get another from the same enemy. After receiving an enemy soul orb, a star will appear near its name in the enemy book. So, there are more than 99 enemies, so you can just keep killing enemies, collecting their soul orbs. But so once you reach 99, you'll actually have to start looking into the enemy book to make sure that you've killed enough of every enemy. Interesting.
Asbel, are you alright?
Ah, nuts.
I'll be fine. But look how crowded it is. The ferry must be late or something.
Everyone remain calm! The capital port is still open, and the ferries are running on schedule!
Did something happen in Verona?
Asbel, look.
Masked dudes.
These guys just don't quit. Come on, Sophie. We'll take the ferry to Verona. If people are after me, that puts Sophie in danger. I can't bear to see anyone else suffer because of me. Maybe Richard could help. He'd protect Sophie. I'm sure of it.
Is your head still hot?
I think I'm fine. Thanks. Listen, when we reach land, we need to find Richard.
Richard?
Yeah, he's an old friend of me and Sophie. The other Sophie.
Friend.
Well, that's one possibility.
Okay, let's head to Verona Castle.
I knew it.
What is your business at the castle?
Perhaps you're planning to visit Prince Richard. Thought as much. And just how do you plan on visiting someone who's supposed to be dead?
Wait, Richard's dead? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. We see through your lies. Just tell us what you know, and we'll make this easier for you.
Damn! Sophie, we've got to run!
Okay.
Quick, after them!
Oh, wonderful. We've been framed for regicide. Night lily seeds. Alright. We got bread and a new slime. And let's produce some pasta. Pasta, bread, beef, egg. I just need one onion. Just one onion. Okay, one onion and some cheese. Alright. Yes, I know how insane this looks. But it's a legitimate strategy, I swear. Just keep selling and buying the same 30 items. Until you don't get any stamps for a single batch anymore. Alright, I can purchase bread now. Alright. Yes! I can purchase beef. I can purchase tomato. I can purchase pie sheets. So, we got the Verona stamp card up to level 5. Just need onion. The first thing we're gonna cook, though, is borscht. Just mix a little beef with the tomato. And we're gonna make 10 of these. They increase the amount of XP you earn. Next, make some salmon with a pie sheet. Salmon pie. Mix egg with a pie sheet, you get quiche. And then we got apple pie. Egg and tomato, you get an omelet. Huh. All right. All right, let's make a rice omelet. Alright, here's another recipe. Mix death glow algae with water of absolution to create a dark bottle. Quarry stone, broken gear to make a stone clock. Really funny when you think about it. Next, mix the seashell with a quarry stone to get shell shock. Alright. Alright, so I got seashells, but I am missing the materials needed to make rings. So we'll just take the last broken gear, mix it with a rusty nail to make a music box. Because that works. Mysterious liquid with a poison needle to create the poison brew. A liquid that can be used for murder or for medicine. Pyrogen, a burning powder that reacts with fire elemental. Alright. Ooh. Yakisoba noodles. Mix that with an omelet to create a soba omelet. Another experience increasing dish. And with that, we're good to go. Actually, I should probably purchase some more beef, just in case. Alright. I just gotta find that onion. I just gotta find that onion. At least I think it's an onion. If it's actually minced meat that I need,
really
I'm
dead?
screwed for a while.
Where are we?
It's the Royal Sanctuary. There used to be a secret passageway here, and I'm hoping it's still around.
Should we look?
Yeah, let's look. Oh, nice. You still break down doors, huh?
Still?
I mean... Yeah, never mind. My mistake. Let's go inside.
Another door bites the dust. Water of Absolution.
Richard would watch over Sophie if I left her with him. But is that really the right decision? No. Sophie is my responsibility. Just ahead is where... 7 years ago.
Hey, Asbel, I hope Richard is alive.
Huh? Wait a minute. Do you remember who Richard is?
No, I've never met him actually. But isn't there a chance he might be dead?
Oh, that's what you meant. I wanted to think otherwise, but I guess you really aren't the same Sophie from back then.
I don't know, but I have this feeling I can't explain. Somehow I just want Richard to be alive. Maybe because you feel that way, Asbel? I don't know.
Yeah. That was fun. But thankfully I figured out how to turn it off.
Wait a minute. Richard! Richard, hold on! You're... It's me, Asbel Lant. Asbel...
Is that really you? Well, I must say, I certainly didn't expect to find you here.
I don't understand. This is crazy. I heard that you were supposed to be dead.
You heard that I was dead?
I'm so glad you're safe. Can you stand? Come on, let's go.
Thank you, Asbel.
So you still live, Your Highness.
More of Cedric's men.
I won't let you.
I'm trembling.
Alright, the good news, we are not guilty of regicide. The bad news is we just stepped into a coup plot.
No one can stand before my blade.
Yeah, Richard's still alive, but now we are...
You saved me, Asbel. If you hadn't arrived when you did, I wouldn't have survived. Thank you.
I'm glad to be of service, Your Highness.
Please, don't speak like that. We're old friends, you and I.
Yeah, but you're the Crown Prince.
I could order it, you know.
But, Your Highness... Fine. Richard, does that work for you?
Perfect. Formality just doesn't suit you, old friend. And this is?
Prince Richard, this is Sophie.
Sophie? I was told she had been killed.
I met this girl at the meadow. I don't know if she's the original Sophie or what, but she needed a name.
I think it's her. They have the same feeling about them. You must sense it too. That's why you gave her that name.
Well... Richard?
My chest! It's on fire all of a sudden!
Hey! I hear voices!
We'll talk later. Right now, we have to get out of the capital.
There should be an exit just ahead. If we follow the high road, it'll take us to Grailside. That's where I was headed. The local lord, Duke Dallin, will help us. Now let's go.
And that's our next objective.
This is it.
What's wrong?
Back then, I vowed revenge on this door because I couldn't open it.
You vowed revenge on a door?
Yeah, I was a kid. I wonder if I can open it now. Let's see.
It opened a little.
Was it always this easy? If I'd been able to open it like this back then, I wonder if things could have been different.
Asbel?
Sorry, never mind. Let's go see what's on the other side.
This won't take long. Eat this! Strong!
Richard, you're hurt.
No, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
So yeah, Richard's alive, but now we're in the middle of a civil war.
It's been a long time since anyone's come this way. There are still monster bones here. What's wrong, Sophie?
I don't know. My chest. It hurts.
The air is thin here. Perhaps we should hasten our escape. Here, Sophie. Take my hand.
No, I'm fine.
Sophie?
This is unexpected. Asbel, Did she act this way around you when you first met?
No, not really.
Interesting. Then perhaps the problem lies more with you than it does with her.
Me?
Even after 7 years, you haven't changed at all. Anyone would recognize you. It was easy enough for me.
What? I've changed? Maybe you just changed too much. What's wrong? Is it your wound?
It's been a long time since I laughed. I enjoyed that a bit more than was sensible.
Richard.
Looks like we made it out in one piece.
You all right, Richard?
It's nothing. I'm just a little tired.
We should rest. You know a good place to stop around here?
There's a small hut just off the high road, but I don't want you to stop because of me.
There's no need to push yourself. Let's just head for the hut.
All right. Thanks, Asbel.
Alright, that's the end of Chapter 2. And we are actually going to end it here for today. And in the next stream, we are going to be turning the destination icon back on for a short dungeon. Well, what I hope is a short dungeon. But I actually want to be able to see what the full capabilities of this destination icon is. Will it actually give me relevant information in this dungeon? Or is it just gonna point in a direction and utterly screw me over? Yes, no predicting how this story goes. 1 minute you're having the time of your life as a child, then the next minute it's disaster after disaster after disaster. Your brother betrays you. You're told that your best friend from childhood is dead. You find him half dead in the catacombs. And then you find out you're in the middle of some kind of plot against the royal family. Yeah, Tales of Graces is good for throwing you for a loop. Anyway, that is all for today. Thank you so much to everyone who came to watch the stream today, and those who come to watch the playback later. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you will be notified of the next Tales of Graces F stream. And I will see you next time. Tales of Graces F Remastered. Yes, that is the key part. Once again, thank you for watching.